and welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Kim.
I'm pretty excited, Kim. This weekend I am going shopping.
Oh,
yes.
Yay! What are you going to get?
Well, you know, it's the COVID kind of is the thing, and I don't really want to take the MRT and the bus, you know. I'm a little worried about catching something, and well, my wife and I, we kind of have an old car, so I'm thinking of buying something new to, you know, get around the city on.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I kind of like the Gogoro scooters, you know, an electric scooter. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So my friends have those, and I have a bike, and sometimes it gets too hot to ride a bike.
Especially in the summer.
I'm thinking of getting a tractor. What?
A what?
A tractor.
A tractor?
A tractor. Huh? Yeah, you know, like a farmer, big wheels on the back, little wheels on the front. I'm gonna sit up there driving my tractor.
To work?
Yeah,
You're
why
gonna
not?
Drive it to work?
Yeah, sure. Maybe plow a field on the way, make a little bit of extra money, wave at people, get some sun. You know, you got those big windows, or maybe get one without a top and I can get a nice farmer tan.
You've really thought this through.
Yeah, absolutely. A tractor. You know?
All right, you do that.
People will notice me. You know, some people like to drive like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. And say, ooh, there goes the Ferrari. And it'll be me going by really slowly on my tractor with my big wheels, maybe pulling something, a cow.
Live your dreams, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a tractor. Because I hear they're actually gonna have driverless tractors. So maybe
so you won't even have to drive it.
I'll be in the back with the cow, just hanging out, talking about beef, and the tractor will take me to work. It'll be great.
This sounds great, yeah. I'm happy for you.
You should be nice to me. You might get a ride in my tractor. Or we might get a ride in the tractor as it does the driving. Let's check out our article.
All right, let's do it.
The smart tractor that is plowing a new future into my life.
A company in California has built a driverless tractor that could change how we farm. Monarch Tractor's new vehicle can aid farmers in many ways, from protecting the environment to keeping an eye on crop health. The tractor is fully automatic, so it can drive by itself. It is programmed to carry out different tasks such as harvesting and plowing. The tractor is also fully electric. It can run for around 10 hours after a 5-hour charge. These features make it cheaper to operate and better for the environment than traditional tractors.
Tractors. They're so cool these days. Everyone is driving a tractor.
I did not know about this trend, but I'll make sure to get in on it.
All right. Well, the smart tractor that is plowing a new future. Now, of course, tractors may not be the best choice if you do actually live in the city. But if you're a farmer, you really can't live without a tractor. It's probably the main machine you would use. So, you know, they are very interesting and very expensive.
Yes.
And very modern machines as well. So let's find out more. It says a company in California has built a driverless tractor that could change how we farm. There you go. If you thought, you know, Elon Musk and his Teslas were the latest in driverless vehicles, forget about that. A driverless tractor is really amazing, and it could change how we farm. It says Monarch Tractor's new vehicle, that would be the company name, Monarch. Monarch Tractor's new vehicle can aid farmers in many ways, from protecting the environment to keeping an eye on crop health. Yeah, a tractor is no longer just a machine that pulls stuff around on a farm. I mean, I know a lot of tractors, they have GPS. So they know exactly where in the field to stop and start planting, and they use a lot of technology even in the past 10 or 20 years.
Oh, so it seems like driverless is just the next step.
It's the next step, yeah, it all makes sense.
Well, a tractor is a kind of vehicle used by farmers. A vehicle is any machine that moves with wheels. So we're talking things like cars, buses, tractors, scooters, anything that has wheels on it and can transport people is a vehicle.
A horse on roller skates?
Yeah, if someone could ride on top of it, sure.
I guess that might be a vehicle,
It would
but
be an interesting
not a
vehicle.
normal vehicle.
Maybe I want that vehicle.
Yeah. I guess we would also call it, would an airplane or a boat be a vehicle?
It could be, yeah.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
For example, the police officer asked the man to step out of his vehicle. Step out of your vehicle, sir.
Ah, yes.
Usually you hear that.
That's a very scary thing to hear. And we also had this word crop. Yeah, when we're talking about farms and we talk about growing things on farms, well, we talk about crops. That's what it is. It's one of the things that a farmer will grow on his or her farm. Anything from wheat and rice and grasses like that. We could also talk about apples and oranges and pineapples as being crops. The only thing that might not be a crop would be something from animals. So we wouldn't say chicken or cows or eggs or milk. Those aren't crops. These are things that grow on plants out of the ground, that kind of thing. For example, Farmer Bill put up a fence to protect his crops from wild animals. Yeah, those wild animals like to get in there and eat his barley or something.
No good. You got to put up a fence.
As a crop, yes. All right, back to our driverless tractor. It says the tractor is fully automatic, so it can drive by itself. Well, yeah, if it's driverless, that means no driver is needed. The farmer could sit in there and make sure everything's working properly.
Cup of coffee, put his feet
hands
up.
are off, he's reading his newspaper, got his coffee, playing his Angry Birds or whatever he's playing on his phone. He's not driving, he or she are not driving the tractor. It says it is programmed to carry out different tasks, such as harvesting and plowing, which is what tractors do.
That's pretty much the only thing
Right?
the tractors
Absolutely.
do. All right,
Harvesting would be picking the crop out of the ground after it's finished growing. Plowing would be turning the earth over, preparing it to be planted again.
Yes, and as you mentioned, this tractor is automatic. That means it does things on its own by itself with nobody directing it or pushing any buttons or telling it to go this way or that way.
Cool.
So a lot of things can be automatic. Driverless cars are automatic. They just drive by themselves. Doors are automatic. They open and close by themselves. And as we see here, the automatic door is broken, so please use the door beside it. You don't want it to on you.
Or if you walk up and wait, it just won't open. It's
You're
not
just
working.
standing there like,
You have to open it yourself or something like that. And when we talk about harvest, as I mentioned, this is to cut and collect the food after it has finished growing in a farm. So at the end of the summer, in the fall, before the winter comes, that's often when farmers will harvest their harvest. Actually, we can also use it as a noun. All of that food that they've collected after a year or a season of growing, that is their harvest. And the actual cutting or pulling or taking it, collecting it out of the ground is called to harvest the crop. For example, the wheat on our farm is ready to harvest. So they'll bring in a tractor and probably some kind of special machine to cut the wheat and collect it.
all right. In our next part, we see, in addition to being automatic, the tractor is also fully electric.
Ooh, it's a green tractor.
Green. It can run for around 10 hours after a 5-hour charge.
Okay.
These features make it cheaper to operate and better for the environment than traditional tractors.
And quiet.
And quieter, yeah. Traditional tractors, you think they're really loud, they're really full of smoke,
Yeah,
they
could
use
be.
gas, they're
Right.
kind of not very good for the environment. So this would be much better.
That's right. And 10 hours of work after a 5-hour charge. So they
Not
can
bad.
use it all day, plug it in overnight, and then it's ready to go for another 10 hours the next day.
Pretty good.
That is not...
Maybe you should look into that.
Yeah, I'm thinking this might be the tractor for me, since I live in the city in an apartment building and have never really been on a farm
The
ever.
tractor of your dreams.
This is my tractor. We'll take a break and then we'll be back with more about my new tractor.
One of the tractor's most useful features is that it collects data as it drives. It uses the data from its sensors and cameras to measure the health and growth of crops. Then it sends this information to cell phones for farmers to review. The tractor can even track the weather. Monarch is one of many companies that are working on technology for agriculture. These technologies will change the way we grow food. In the future, farming could cost less and also be safer for the environment.
All right, so modern tractors, as we are learning, are really, really made for the 21st century. These are probably more modern and have more science and computer power in them than any car that we've ever been in.
I think so, yeah.
Right? They're pretty impressive. So let's look more about one of these new electric driverless tractors that's better than anything Elon Musk has ever made. Maybe. It says one of the tractor's most useful features is that it collects data as it drives. So it is kind of like a computer on wheels that happens to pull stuff on a farm, but it's much more intelligent than that. What does it use? What does it do with this data, all this information that it collects? It says it uses the data from its sensors and cameras.
It's also got cameras.
To measure the health and growth of crops. What do we need the farmer for?
This is smarter than the farmer. Retire, say?
Absolutely. So it's driving, it's pulling, it's harvesting, it's plowing. It's also collecting information with sensors, with cameras. It's measuring the health and the growth of the crops. Is the wheat healthy? Is it as big as it could be? What's the temperature today? How much water is in the ground? All of that kind of stuff and so much more. Then it sends this information to cell phones for farmers to review. So the farmer can get a whole breakdown, all of the information, probably with graphs and charts and all sorts of easy stuff to understand. It makes it easy for the farmer to review or to look back at how the farm is doing. The tractor can even track the weather.
What can't this tractor do?
Make a cake.
I think they're working on that feature.
Probably it has a little bakery at the back.
In the back, you know, in the bottom.
For the fresh wheat.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Well, Monarch is one of many companies that are working on technology for agriculture. These technologies will change the way we grow food. In the future, farming could cost less and also be safer for the environment.
Very, very cool. And I guess with all this science, it will make all the farms more productive, right? Because there's more people, we need more food. So every farm will be able to make the maximum amount of food possible.
Yes, and that is all part of what we call agriculture. Agriculture is raising animals on a farm for food and also raising crops and growing things with the idea that you're going to produce it for people to consume, for people to eat, or people to use. That is all agriculture. For example, most of the land in that region is used for agriculture, so they grow things there. I know in the south of Taiwan that's used for growing fruit, such as bananas. So that area is for agriculture as opposed to the place where we live, which is the city.
That's right. We could talk about agriculture, maybe talk about mining. That's land that they would dig into, or factories, industry. So we're talking about farming as a big business or something like that. Very interesting stuff. So,
it is.
Yeah, I think I've chosen my Monarch tractor. That's the one you'll see me coming to work in next week.
Well, now that you're going to be getting it, let me ask you our what do you think question.
Okay.
What do you think is the most impressive feature of Monarch's tractor that you're going to purchase this weekend?
Well, I think it's impressive that Monarch's tractor can track the weather and collect farm crop data, because if you think about it, the things that it needs to do that have to understand the soil, the ground, the dirt, what's happening there, and also be able to look at the sky and measure the temperature, and maybe it even links into like weather apps so it can see what the weather will be like in a few days, and and also it plays a really good game of chess.
Oh.
So I can actually sit in the tractor, play chess while it's doing all the work on the farm.
What can't this tractor do?
Very
it does
little.
everything.
Yeah, very little.
Well, good luck with your tractor.
Thank you very much. I will wave to you as
it.
I drive by very, very slowly in my brand new electric tractor. I just have to find a place to park it, find the money to buy it, and find somewhere to plug it in. But everything else will be fine. I'm sure everything else will go perfectly. All right, guys, we'll see you very soon. Until then, take care, be well, happy farming, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi， 大家好，我们今天一样要看5个单字。第一个呢是 vehicle 名词，交通工具、机动车的意思。第二个呢是名词 crop， 它是农作物的意思。 第3个呢是形容词 automatic 自动的、自动化的，所以呢 fully automatic 指的就是全自动的。那第4个呢是动词 harvest， 它是收割、收成的意思。第5个名词 agriculture， 它是农业。那我们今天要看的重点呢有3个，第一个呢是片语 keep an eye on 或是 keep one's eye on， 照看或者是留意的意思哦。那它的意思呢是密切注意以确保安全的意思。这个片语的 eye 呢惯用单数表现，比如说 I asked Greta to keep an eye on my plants while I was away on vacation。我请 Greta 在我去度假的时候照顾我的植物。那第2个片语呢是 carry out， 它是执行、进行，也有实践诺言或者是完成任务的意思哦。像是 The team carried out a study on the effect of temperature on sleep quality。这个团队进行一项温度影响睡眠品质的研究。第3个我们要看的重点呢是句子 These features make it cheaper to operate and better for the environment than traditional tractors。这个句子里面呢有2个我们值得学习的地方。第一个呢是句中 it 是前面提到的君主曳引机，那 make 加受词再加形容词表示使某件事物变得如何，接上 to be 表示对于做某件事情而言，所以 make it cheaper to operate 就表示让它的操作成本更低。我们一起造一个句子哦。The book weighs over 2 kilograms. The weight makes it difficult to carry around. 这本书超过2公斤，重量使得它难以随身携带。那第2个我们要学习的点呢，就是比较级形容词句型，意思是比某物更……那我们归类的方式呢是3个以下的音节形容词用 er 结尾加 than， 比如说 cheap， 它是1个音节，所以是 cheaper than。那如果是3个音节以上的形容词呢，就是用 more 加形容词再加 than 来表示哦，像是 beautiful， 它是3个音节就会变成 more beautiful than。所以课文中的 cheaper and better than traditional tractors 表示君主曳引机比传统曳引机操作成本更低，而且对环境更好。我们一起看一个例句。This brand of eggs is cheaper than the one I usually buy. 这个牌子的鸡蛋比我之前买的牌子更便宜。好，那这就是这部分的解释。
A company in California has built a driverless tractor that could change how we farm. Monarch Tractor's new vehicle can aid farmers in many ways, from protecting the environment to keeping an eye on crop health. The tractor is fully automatic, so it can drive by itself. It is programmed to carry out different tasks such as harvesting and plowing. The tractor is also fully electric. It can run for around 10 hours after a 5-hour charge. These features make it cheaper to operate and better for the environment than traditional tractors. One of the tractor's most useful features is that it collects data as it drives. It uses the data from its sensors and cameras to measure the health and growth of crops. Then it sends this information to cell phones for farmers to review. The tractor can even track the weather. Monarch is one of many companies that are working on technology for agriculture. These technologies will change the way we grow food. In the future, farming could cost less and also be safer for the environment.
Hi everyone, I'm Kim.
And I'm Matt.
We're going to play Guess the Bear. We each have 3 vocabulary words from your lesson, and we're going to use them in a sentence, but instead of saying the word, we're going to say bear. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. So
All right,
you first?
Let's start the timer.
Yeah. I'm ready. Let's go. The first one is a noun. This country's economy is based on bear. If I want to study farming, I would study at the College of Bear.
Trades. Trade.
Quiet.
Don't know. You skip.
Okay. Next one is also a noun. Some say Volvos are among the safest bears on the road today. Only 4-wheel bears can drive here.
Cars.
Not quite.
Vehicles.
Yes. Okay, the next one is another noun. Almonds are one kind of bear which requires a lot of water to grow. The farmer tends to his bears every day.
Crops.
Yes. You go back to the other one. I'll read it again. If I want to study farming, I would study at the College of Bear.
Agriculture?
Yes.
Oh, whoa, okay.
There you go.
Where'd that come
Justin,
from?
you had a few seconds left on the clock still. Good job.
Okay, so ready? And let's go. Nope, okay. This is a verb. After we bear the corn, we can rest.
Plant?
Winter wheat is bared in early summer. After we bear the corn, we can rest.
Harvest?
Yes.
Harvested?
Yes, harvest. This is a phrase, 4 words. Mom wants me to stay home tonight to bear, 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 bear my younger sister. Please bear, 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 bear my luggage.
Take good care of?
Close. Mom wants me to stay home tonight to bear, 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 bear my younger sister.
Skip, next one.
Okay. This is an adjective. You don't have to flush the toilet. It's bare. 7-Elevens all have bare doors.
Automatic.
Yes, correct. Okay, and the other one. Mom wants me to stay home tonight to bear, 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 bear my younger sister. Please bear, 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 bear my luggage.
Words. Take responsibility for?
Oh, close. Keep an eye on.
Oh.
So, Mom wants me to stay home tonight to keep an eye on my younger sister. Please keep an eye on my luggage.
Makes sense.
Yay.
See you next time!